And the latest on the flood situation, where lakhs have been affected by floods in Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh and Uttarakhand. The relief and rescue operations are being carried out in the flood-ravaged states. 56 teams of the National Disaster Response Force have been pressed into service. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has promised total support from the centre in the rescue and the relief operations.
High-intensity rain has led to floods in many parts of the country. This has meant misery for the lakhs of flood affected in Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan. Relief and rescue operations are being carried out in flood-ravaged states by 56 teams of the National Disaster Response Force, besides those pressed into service by the state administrations. Over 26,000 people have been so far rescued by the NDRF. Home Minister Rajnath Singh spoke to chief ministers of flood-affected states and promised centre's total support in rescue and relief operations. Prime Minister tweeted, "I pray for the safety and well-being of those in areas affected by floods in parts of UP, Bihar, Uttarakhand, Rajasthan and MP." Home Minister is closely monitoring the situation. He has spoken to the CMs and taken stock of rescue and relief operations. Centre has assured total support in the rescue and relief operations, and I hope the situation in the affected areas normalizes at the earliest. Union Home Minister Rajnath Singh spoke to chief ministers of 4 flood-hit states, Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Bihar and Rajasthan. He tweeted, "The chief ministers informed about the rescue and relief operations being carried out by the NDRF, SDRF and other government agencies. Have assured the chief ministers of full cooperation from the centre in the flood mitigation drive launched by the states." In several districts of Bihar, floods have caused significant loss of life and property. As the flood situation worsened in Bhagalpur, among other areas, anger rose among people over lack of availability of relief materials for them.
कि अब जो पानी आएगा, जो बांध सागर से छूटा है, तो वो 3 लाख क्यूसेक से ज्यादा नहीं हो पाएगा, क्योंकि रास्ते में भी वो पानी बिखरा। तो अब उसके आने से थोड़ा फिर हल्का बढ़ेगा, लेकिन जो जितना पानी अभी फैला हुआ है, वो धीरे-धीरे सिमटेगा।
Meanwhile, Ganga and Yamuna are flowing above the danger mark in Uttar Pradesh. Many low-lying areas along the river banks have been submerged in Allahabad. People in Varanasi are also facing tough time as many ghats have been inundated and water has entered residential areas. In Rajasthan, heavy rain has created flood-like situation in 4 districts, resulting in death of 6 people. More than 70 persons have been airlifted over the weekends. DD News.